Hello everybody, welcome back to Timothy Hank. Now, the topic I'm going to be talking about today is going to be on movies, Christian films. Now, just because you're not a Christian or you're atheist or whatever you are, that doesn't mean you should just click off this whole video altogether. You may actually want to consider watching this because it may give you a little bit of interest. This one movie here, Grace Card, is a Christian film, except pretty much this one guy, colored guy, that you see at the bottom here, he was pretty much the only Christian throughout the whole movie. That and his grandpa, whoever that is. I only seen the movie twice so far, so I can't really remember everything. But all these movies are really good, and in every single one of these movies, there's always at least one or more, person or people that don't believe in God until around the ending, until they find out what God could actually do through grace. Now, Grace Card, it was that white guy you see. I'm not trying to, be racist or anything, but, the dude that was on top here starts off with his family sitting down, or I don't really remember how it starts off, where it takes place, but it was him. It was him and his wife, I think, was sleeping in bed. He woke up from a nightmare about how his little one got ran over by a colored guy. I think it was an accident, because at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, the dude that was in prison came, got bailed out or something, came into this church and asked for the family's forgiveness for killing their kid. And after that, the starting of the movie, after a while, he got partnered up with the colored guy, and he was racist because of what happened to his child. He didn't trust black people because a black guy ran over his first son. And he's got another boy who's in his teens, I believe, from what it appears, that he completely ignores until he comes around and accidentally shoots him. And you know what? If you want to know the rest, watch it, because I can only make 15 minutes worth of video. So anyway, that's Grace Card. It's just this guy who doesn't believe in God because of what God took away from him. But eventually, at some point, he gets faith because of his partner, who happens to be black. Next, I want to talk about is Courageous. Great movie. I'm not just saying that because I'm Christian, but because in general, it is actually a good movie. It was the second Christian film I've ever seen. Now, Courageous is just a bunch of police officers, one guy in particular who didn't really believe in God. He thought that the whole faith thing was baloney. The guy literally said in the movie, which one is it? This dude right here. This guy right here was the one who literally talked to the colored guy next to him in the cover and told him face to face, you guys, I don't believe this whole faith thing can really do as much as you say it can. Something like that. You didn't believe that having faith in God could really make that big of a difference. Now all you guys want to say God doesn't exist. A lot of you want to say there's no proof that God exists. Well, how do you know that wind exists? You can't see it. All you can do is feel it or hear it go by your face and stuff. How you know it's not a ghost doing it? Think about it. Because one can do a lot. So can faith in God. God can do anything. And everything. You just have to have enough grace, enough faith in Him to see what He can really do. Now you guys want to believe in wind even though you can't see it. But you can feel it, hear it, and actually you can't taste it either. You can just hear it and feel it. God can do a lot of things. You just gotta give Him a chance. And you can I know a lot of people gave up on their belief because of their dad passing away or their mom, with giving up on her own life because of cancer or something like that, and you want to assume that God hates you and He's punishing you for your sins. That's not the case. What is it then is the fact that He's testing us. God tests us every single day. He took away my grandmother because it was time for her to go. Sure, you can be 5 years old and for some reason you're the only one that survived a car accident. Now you're living with your grandparents. You're probably 12 years old and you're like, I barely knew my parents. Why did God take them away from me? And you're crying your eyes out. It's all a test. Okay? I mean, it's our choice. We're not a slave, so be grateful for that. God could easily make us His slaves and make us believe in Him. But He's given us a choice. Think about that. But yeah, the Courageous movie is, a bunch of guys that actually try to be better parents. And the one guy who, like I said, didn't really believe in God at first, like again, in the ending, he gave God a chance. And he knew he had a little girl, and he explains the whole story about that. Somewhere around the middle in the end, around that area of the movie. But anyway, it's a good movie. They signed this, I don't know what the heck you call it, but they kind of got this thing signed and did a whole treaty thing for it.
Or a treaty, or...
Well, whatever it is, you gotta watch it. It's an awesome movie. And at the end, this one guy stands up in front of hundreds of people and starts saying, I'm gonna be a good father, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that because of God. So just watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm not good at explaining this stuff. This is the first movie I believe I've seen out of all Christian films. Facing the Giants. It was awesome. A bunch of young people that, just in case you didn't really get a good look at it. A bunch of young people playing football. And this one man who is an actor and plays in his own films, which is awesome, in my opinion. He's the coach, and throughout the movie, everyone's trying to, a lot of people, not everyone, but there's a lot of people trying to get him to, just try to fire him because they haven't won a game in many years. So he's slowly turning his eyes over to God and saying, God, I need you for this football game. We want to go pro. We haven't went pro in years, and I don't want to lose this career. And things change, and not only that, but at the end of the movie, he ends up, him and his wife start having a baby, and they've been trying for God knows how long, and never was able to get one until around the end, and they end up with the second child at the very end of the movie. It's just 2 years. Oh, 2 years? Okay. So, during the movie, apparently, from one of my fiancés telling me they tried for 2 years straight trying to make a baby and never could. And and he had a piece of crap car. His team, somebody from the team, bought him a brand new truck. I mean, this is all from grace. These movies will get you to understand what God can truly do. I'm not really the type of guy who would go up to someone's face and say, you need to believe in God, you have to, and all that. Because I know there's Christians out there that do that sort of thing. But I'm just trying to tell you guys, give these movies a chance. Watch them and see what God can do. I don't know if these are non-fiction or fiction movies, but whatever they are, they speak the truth. Just like the Bible. Except this shows a whole lot more meaning than what the Bible can give you. So anyway, that's Facing the Giants. All these guys and the team, they listen to their coach. Once the coach starts giving up, his team and all the problems that they've had for so many years, 2 or 3 years of being a coach. He's just like, God, if we win, the glory goes to you. We lose, the loss goes to you. Whatever happens, it all goes to you, Lord. And that's what the team does. It's awesome. Now, these two. Now, this is the newest one. Well, yeah, pretty much. War Room. And it was Fireproof. This is an older movie. But both of these have the same situation. Now, Fireproof is this man who's married, yells at his wife because he was expecting her to do everything in the house and thinks he's the only hardworking guy while his wife is still working her butt off, and they come home and argue all the time when they're like near each other. So if you're having relationship problems, God can help you with your relationship. But the thing is, you can't just give it all to God. Sometimes you need to help yourself. And that's what this dude did in Fireproof. He didn't just give his problem to God, but he said, God, I'm going to give you my problem. But God also showed him a way to help himself. God sent him to his parents, the guy who was about to get a divorce and everything else. His dad came out, talked to him about God, and he was just like, Dad, I don't want anything to do with God. God's not going to help me. Why would God care about me? He was literally asking his father these questions, like, why? Why would God care about my relationship? Watch it, and you will find out what God can do through your relationship, your marriage, your friendship, all these things. These movies will help you understand what God can do. So, I'm just being serious, guys. This is what I'm like when I'm serious. Now you know what I'm like. But yeah, Fireproof is an awesome movie. Watch it. Because it's about a relationship, a marriage that's ending. The guy even gets the divorce papers. And he freaks out going, oh my God. He calls his dad and goes, I don't know what to do. And he's just like, believe in God. Keep reading this book I sent to you, and things will get better. That's what he did. His dad sent him a book that his wife, was reading originally. Just, I only got like less than a minute left, so just watching, you know what I'm talking about. About the whole book thing to help out with the marriage. Next is War Room. There's a funny scene in there. At least I thought it was funny when these two right here are praying. They were about to get robbed with a knife, saying, give me all your money. And this old lady looks at him and goes, no! In the name of the Lord, or name of Jesus, I command you to put that knife down. He's breathing heavy. And he just looks at her like she's crazy and goes, what? And then walks away. It's funny. I can't really explain anything about this because I've already wasted too much time. But that's also a good movie. It's about a relationship that's also ending, except it's the woman trying to fix the relationship. Thanks for watching. Peace.